So when I saw this fight, I didn't think that this was going to be a landslide on either end. I thought that this was very close and both dudes could knock each other out, man. So this is what's intriguing to me. How did you see it? Did you see Chidi as a massive favorite from the jump?
No, actually, Derek, this is a very close fight in my book, man. Because if Jared Gooden is able to find those moments and tee off, he's going to put you to sleep. And how we've seen Chidi and Njokuani handle that kind of pressure as of late, especially with somebody who hits as hard as the Night Train, man, this will be a very explosive fight if Chidi isn't able to get some grappling working.
My biggest concern, man, is Chidi and Njokuani again at 170 pounds. Dude's 35 years old, right? So he's just kind of getting up there. And the only reason I'm concerned is when you look at what's coming out back against them. Jared Gooden, man, yeah, he had a couple losses or what. He's 30 years old. This dude is young, bro. Not even in the prime of his career yet. And this dude is an athletic specimen. The kind that can have his hand straight down, walk in front of you, and just throw bombs at you. But you know what Njokuani is going to be bringing in return? A million teep kicks, timing you for an elbow, a step-in elbow, grab you in the clinch, knees to the body. He's going to try to batter that gas tank as soon as he possibly can. Do you feel concerned that Jared Gooden can pull a repeat of what he did in his last fight against Wellington Turman, where he pretty much got teed off against for pretty much the better half of 2 rounds, and then came back in, hurt Turman, and then just outlasted him, man. Turman gassed himself out. Gooden was able to withstand just on cardio alone. What do you think?
It's always an option. Do I see Chidi gassing out in order to provide Gooden, excuse me, the opportunity to do that? No, so I don't. That's why I don't think that could happen. But I mean, Jared Gooden can obviously have all the intangibles to be able to fight that kind of fight, man. We've seen it happen time and time again.
Man, I'm a little more concerned with Njokuani's gas tank than you are then, man, because I've seen it. It just happens over and over again. And at 170 pounds, man, I mean, can you take the same shot that you could when you were fighting at middleweight? I'm not sure, but it's a smaller guy as well. Let's really break down the numbers, though, man. So Chidi and Njokuani, he opened up as a minus 190 favorite, plus 140 comeback for Jared Gooden. Here's the thing that I'm interested in on both sides. Plus 250 TKO prop for Jared Gooden, plus 160 TKO prop for Chidi and Njokuani. So if those are the knockout props, then what we need to take a look at next is going to be, what is this over? The over that we're looking at right here, 1.5 rounds, of course. Minus 155 for the over, plus 125 for the under. These dudes are fast starters, man. This is where I think this is the hardest pick to make in this entire matchup. Does it go over or under 1.5? What's your thoughts?
I actually think this one we rock with the under, Derek. That plus 125, very fast starters. Both of them have knockout power. And in order to get the fight where you need to, they need to go into the exchanges that cause these kind of KOs or knockouts, right? Like the moments where, like you said, step in elbows, things are happening in the clinch, those surprise attacks that both fighters are very good at finding and then hitting with power. That's what's going to cause these knockouts. And I see it happening before that 1.5 rounds.
Jared Gooden, the last time that he got finished in a fight was against Impa Kasanganai. It was a first-round knockout. Prior to that, man, a lot of his losses are by decision. He's able to be a really good nail. When he's losing, he can take it. So that's the only problem. He has good durability. Interesting. All right, we're gonna come back to that one. So you're favoring the under 1.5 rounds on this one. We both like Chidi and Njokuani for the win. I think there is value in that plus 250 TKO prop for Jared Gooden. But the thing that I want to look at more than anything right here, man, is if this fight gets extended, look at the decision props for both. Plus 210 decision for Njokuani and plus 625 for Gooden. I find it interesting that they're so heavy on Chidi for a decision prop right here when I would have had it inversed. What do you think?
I would have had it inversed as well, Derek. Like you said, though, I mean, Jared Gooden has lost a lot of his fights that he loses are by decision. But at the same point, with Chidi and Njokuani and the things we've seen, I don't see him being light on his foot in the 3rd round.
All right, well, let's go ahead and let's give it the final pick right here. Minus 190 was the open. Let's be interesting right here. Minus 175 now for Chidi and Njokuani, so it hasn't shifted much. Are you saying let's just take that minus 175 money line on Chidi and just roll them right here, or are we getting deep on these props? What do you feel more comfortable with?
I feel more comfortable with that minus 175 money line, or even throwing that into a parlay than anything else. But I just this fight can be so close in so many different ways, right? Unless somebody just goes out there and dominates. But I see this one being very much a fire versus fire match.
That's it, man. Let's just say Chidi, keep the chin tucked, and then Gooden. I mean, same thing. Good. Keep your chin tucked, bro. Yeah, both of these dudes. All right, should be a banger. Chidi and Njokuani on a just pure money line, minus 175 currently right now. Go cash it in, folks. Go run to the sports book and make it happen. That should be a fun fight right there.